Hey guys, it's me, EX, whatever. I know it's been quite some time since I posted, but I must say my spark was almost out for what ifs. But certain what if gave me my motivation back. But the thing is, guys, I'm having a decision. One is where I still do what ifs, but also I revamp my channel, like start from scratch and with all the videos, but I'll leave these old videos up and I'll put them on my discontinued list. But don't worry, I will properly make them in order, but I will not get rid of some series that some of them will not be discontinued. So let's get to this. At UA, the heroes were gathering in the meeting again. They wondered who this. Now they have another problem. Another mysterious figure that almost kind of resembles the man in the scarf. They decided to call him They decided to call him It's been so long since I tried to name stuff, huh? Nezu couldn't put his finger on it. They had a name, but none of them had any good names. So they just decided to call him Dark. I know, it's not really a good name, but Darkness, actually. So, All Might and Endeavor. Do you have any leads on our Darkness vigilante? Endeavors looks at Nezu like, is that what we're calling him now? Well, Nezu begins to speak. Well, it's better than the alternatives like Black Cape, Mysterious Man, Mr. Gray. Nezu kept going on and on about the worst names, awful names. All right, we get it, Endeavor says. Just tell us why we're having another meeting here. All right, I'll get to the point, Endeavor. As Nezu grabs the remote behind him and presses the button, all the windows close and the room becomes dark, and the projection screen begins to display on the table. Everyone looks at it and sees a little video playing. However, they notice something else. They notice a man wearing a similar suit to the darkness. To the vigilante Darkness. As all the heroes are asking, questioning and whispering, is that another one? But that one looks nothing like the one. It sure has the same kind of tech look to it, but it's completely different shape. As Nezu says, well, this is the reason why I gathered you here all today. From what I could tell, these certain individuals have certain quirks, that is for sure. But whenever they use them, they don't seem to have a limit. However, we did get key information off of this. Yes, I'm putting information here. The vault said he was getting a bit low on something, energy. So I'm guessing this is not a quirk at all. As All Might's saying, so, are you saying that the person who freed Izuku and the one in the video are somehow connected and not even using a quirk. Nezu says, it's possible, but it would be quite hard because without a certain key element or a certain serum or DNA alterations, that should not be possible. However, one thing can be confirmed. They do run on energy. Like some type of energy, though. I'm guessing since they have some type of power inside of them, it's possible that these things are basically cores of some sort, power source of some sort. I'd like to study it more. However, when we tried tracking the individual down, and Aizawa says, and you couldn't find him? Yes, sadly, yes. But I'm guessing that won't be a problem for you, Miss Aizawa. As Aizawa, opens his eyes and begins putting eye drops in his eyes. I'll try my best. But it isn't easy. You're quite right about that, Aizawa, Nezu says. Well, but be lookout on the individuals. And also, we've given that certain other individual another name. We call him the Vigilante We call him the Vigilante Fast. Fast, really? Everyone's complaining about the name. I don't decide the names. Okay, we can debate what we should give this villain. We will debate what kind of vigilante name we will give him in the future. Okay. But anyway, this meeting is adjourned. As Nezu hits the remote again, and all the windows open up, and the room turns back on. Lights turn on. As all the heroes are leaving, Nezu says, "All Might's an endeavor, and Aizawa, could you stay for a moment?" As all of them decided to stay since Nezu requested it. As all the heroes left and the doors were closed, as Nezu sits in his desk, I'm guessing Tartarus. Oh my! I'm guessing for Tartarus, Izuku's gone from there as well. Is already gone. Shoot. Is there no evidence about Izuku disappearing though? Nope. All Might says the only thing that caught on cameras was that man in Izuku's cell. Wait, never mind. Let me reverse that. Somehow that man broke Izuku out of his cell without triggering any of the alarms, and also killed some of the guards there. We tried investigating the scene, but we came up with nothing. Well, except for the marks on the walls. It was like a plasma. It was like plasma and fire mixed into it. However, we did notice something else. It was... What should you notice, All Might? Well, half of the wall looked like it was corroded. Corroded? Nezu begins thinking. Could it be that this quirk, or this individual's or this sword that we saw in the video is able to decompose objects? Corrode objects more efficiently? I believe so, All Might says. Endeavor speaks now. But what you want to call us here anyway? We already know that. Alright, I'll get to the point. Basically, I need you three to try to draw this vigilante out. Endeavor says, how are we supposed to do that? Aizawa says, "I have a plan." And All Might and Endeavor look All Might and Endeavor look at him like, well, in the footage it shows him rescuing a person. So if he's a vigilante, he has some hero acts still. All we have to do is fake a fake villain, get him, ask for that hero to pretend to be villain, and terrorize this girl, we basically stage it. Nezu begins scratching his chin. That could possibly work. But Aizawa, are you sure this will work? Aizawa says, yes. Because I've been reviewing the footage since the vault incident. And also that mysterious man. However, one thing is certain, these two have different patterns. This one kills without hesitation, and this one helps people. So, 100% certainty, this one will show up. That's quite brilliant. As everyone noticed, Nezu just laughed a bit. And everyone and Endeavor asked, what are you laughing about? Oh, well, I think I have a better name for the Darkness Hero and the Mr. Flash Vigilante. Well, it came to me when it was raining yesterday. So I'll tell you that the two names I've chosen for the two. The first one we know as Darkness, we're changing that name to the Vigilante Umbra. And the other one, the name will be Vigilante Vault. Because he's running so fast because it looks like his feet have electricity with them. Anyway, you know what to do. Briefing dismissed. Go, go, go. Shoo, 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 shoo. Everyone, All Might and Endeavor and Aizawa leave the room, as Nezu sees him close the door and goes back to his desk and turns his seat looking at the window as it's raining, as he's sipping on his tea. This is going to be quite interesting, Mr. Vault and Umbra. I wonder which one of you will show up on the scene first. As he puts the tea on the kettle, or on the plate the plate. As then we zoom out to the UA building, all the way in space. We could hear someone struggling, yelling even. And yes, my version, Izuku here. Yes, this Izuku right now. Basically in Warframe, you have to farm a lot of stuff, but basically, Deku will have all this stuff, but he has to train with it first, so basically, he's just getting used to Vault right now. And, because, you know, us Warframe players, everyone here knows Warframe players, we have to, make sure we time our abilities correctly, knowing that we are great for support, and also awesome with our abilities timing for certain enemies or teammates. And also damage increases. So, Izuku is having a hard time trying to, well, how should I put this? Having a hard time trying to master his operator or his abilities for his operator. How long do I have to do this, Umbra? You have to do it you have to do it 17 more times. You have to do it. You have to do it many times as you can until you get it right, kid. Is this what my dad did? Go in and out of the Warframe? Yes. He did so with great skill. Even if no one was piloting it. When he got out, he was fighting enemies with just a gun and his abilities alone. So, what more can you tell me about my father? You know what? I'll tell you. For now, you're on break. As Umbra picks up or grabs Ziku's arm and begins carrying him. Not carrying him like a princess style, just like carrying him like a soldier would. As then Umbra got to the ship and put Izuku in the seat, as Umbra sat down and begins telling the tale of his father. It was long ago. Your father woke from his slumber on Earth. You see, Earth has now forgotten the Tenno and the war. Your father had to make a decision. One, seal the sentience forever. Sorry, I'm just really tired, guys. Or let them roam free and destroy more planets. But he decided to sacrifice himself instead. I'm just tired, guys. I'm just so tired. I don't know where to go with this. Restart. Right now, Zuko. This is new, okay? Earth never had quirks back then. It used to be primitive. Sure, you couldn't believe it. But there used to be a target that could reach the sky. But sadly, that's no longer there. It broke. It broke down over time, breaking little pieces into the ocean. All the pieces dissolving, breaking down, and became nothingness. And the little village that was there before was no longer there. The doors have now been fully rusted and gone. Nothing but dust is left. The only thing I'd say that would be still here would possibly be the Ganir, or the Corpus. However, it's been a long time since we last visited them. So, are they dead, as Zuko says? No. They're very much alive. Just that they are probably, at least, they probably have new generations now. Earth, though, I'm afraid it can never be the same. Your father grabbed every weapon that was from Earth before the downfall of Orvalis. I can't remember the name for this city. I think it's Eidolon? I'm sorry, I'm just tired. But that's all I know. So, what do you think? Well, I think it's great, but I have one question, yeah? And that is, If this is all true, then why didn't my father tell me? Why didn't my father tell me any of this? It was to protect you and to keep you secret from his enemies. However, that no longer seems to be the case now. Now that you're so-called convicted by wrong charges, they think it's okay for Quirkos people, people with quirk, people who have quirks are top of the food chain. But they don't realize, but back then, all of them did not have power. All of them relied on the Tenno for protection. Even in the ancient times, Tennos were always there to help, to protect, and defend. We were warriors. However, I am the first Warframe of my kind. You already know this, Deku, but I'm telling you this again. Since I was the first Warframe, I could actually move without an operator. However, I kept reliving the past over and over again like a cycle. It gave me so much pain I didn't know what I was doing. I killed a lot of enemies without realizing who they were or where I was. But your father saved me from that pain. Your father made me see that it wasn't my fault. It was the man who I thought I trusted betrayed me. And used me for his own selfish gain. As he was just laughing at me in amusement. But now he's long gone. And I've owed him a debt ever since. We've been companions for so long, Izuku. Izuku was silent. So, you've been with my dad for how many years? I've been with him for at least 2,000 years. So he's like, oh, so my dad had a long lifespan? Yes. Umbra says. Your father was quite different from most Tenno. He embraced more of his power, which slowed his aging incredibly slow. However, during those 2,000 years, many things started changing. Humans began having powers called quirks. However, everyone started forgetting the Tenno and old scrolls. That's because back then, Izuku, before you were born, a man came out from the shadows. A villain destroyed all the history of the Tenno, making the world forget. And the only people who know is him. And he was also the one who killed your father. Izuku was silent again. So, am I gonna have to fight him too? Yes. But, Izuku, I should tell you one thing. Your father wouldn't have lost if he did not have a Warframe. What? During my time on the during my when I was sleeping, I felt him call for me. However, the moment I tried to transfer down, something blocked the connection. I couldn't transfer over to him in time, and I just witnessed his death on the monitor. Your father put up a good fight. As soon as the villain left, I grabbed his body and I buried it. I didn't bury it, actually. Rephrase that. I sent him off in space in the casket. I lit it on fires. I go for a warrior's death. Right now, Deku, you have to be stronger so we can find the man who killed your father. Deku clenched his fist. I will. I promise you, Umbra. Now let's get back to training. So that's going to be it for today. Sorry, guys. It's a bit tired. But if you like this sort of story of me now, and I appreciate it if you hit the like button. Anyway, goodbye.